Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an introduction to Sid Meier's Railroads. My name's Smelly MK, and just like in Train Town, I'll be your driver for this episode. Yeah, as you can probably tell from the title, this is a game about trains, which may remind you of Train Town, although this is nothing like Train Town. This is more of a cross between Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 and Open TTD, and Locomotion if you've heard of that game. In the sense that the objective of this game is essentially to build a train network. But it's a bit like Open TTD in that sense, but you have scenarios, and you have objectives for each scenario, so in that sense it's a bit like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Yeah. It's quite a fun game. The music's pretty good, and the gameplay I think you'll see is pretty good. Now I noticed this the other day. Credits to the people who created this fine piece of computer gaming. I'll be the judge of that. Let's start a new game. You have quite a few scenarios. You have some are just made up, some are based on real places. Great Britain, France, Germany, a few United States places. We'll go for the first scenario just to show you Southwest US. You can have computer plays if you want, make the game a bit harder. Difficulty I'll stick with Investor. Train table is like Sandbox, then you have the difficulty levels: Investor, Fantasy, and Mogul, and Tycoon. Start year, end year. I'll stick route and difficulty level to medium. This controls what happens when things get congested and jammed up. Now, at this point I would like to point out I am in windowed mode for this game. It was the only way to get it to record. So, sorry about that. Oh, and that means I had to hide the taskbar, which means that may pop up from time to time. I'll try not to make that happen, or at least make that happen as little as possible. But I think we'll put up with it. So while it loads, you have all these. You have these screens telling you about railway history. Let me just take a quick swig of Coke before it loads. Okay, so we're now in the game. Year is 1850. California has joined the US, and the gold has been found around the California area. Opportunities for overbound for all who are willing to brave the rough terrain. And we start in the town of Yuma. And as you can see, the game has already built a little bit of track and a nice big terminal station at Yuma. Terminal is the best station you can have, but we'll get to that in due course. Let me go through the controls. Arrow keys to move about, control right, control left to rotate the camera, mouse wheel to zoom out, control up and down if you want to move quickly, like so. Okay, so this may remind you of Open TTD a bit. There are towns, there are industries, and you can probably figure out what you have to do. Starting from here in Yuma, you have to connect up the towns and the industries and send trains from place to place carrying goods and people, and that's how you make your money. But there are also some objectives. If we go to this screen, you can see what you've got to do. By 1899, connect these 3 towns and deliver 5 carloads of gold. By 1930, connect LA to Vegas and get $5 million net worth. By 1950, buy a power plant in Vegas, get $10 million net worth, and buy out all the competitors. Let's go back to the game. So, yeah, our first priority then should really be to connect Flagstaff, Phoenix, and Vegas. Let's see where they are, and deliver 5 carloads of gold. That's Phoenix. Flagstaff is... I can't quite remember where Flagstaff actually is, but Flagstaff is there, so you can see what the problem is. You've got some nasty terrain in the way. It's going to make this a bit of a challenge. And over here you have Vegas. Let's head back to Yuma. And let's see what we can do. Now, some towns just need freight. Small towns like this one, Blythe, you ship oil to it and it converts oil into goods. Some towns, bigger towns like Yuma, have passengers and mail to deliver. They also have industries which can convert raw materials into processed goods. So I think we'll start with delivering one of those. You can see Yuma takes cornmeal and produces it and turns it into food, and it also takes cattle and produces it into food. And turns it into food, sorry. You can see there is a cornmeal industry here, and we can connect up to that by building a train line, which is what we're going to do. This button to lay track. You have to lay track from existing track. You can't just start here, for instance. So you have to build up your network from your start point. Okay, as you can see, you just drag it out, build the track. Tight curves will slow you down. You can see the maximum speed. Steep gradients also slow you down. So as long as our train line is in this green bit here, you can see this little green highlight around the industry, we should be alright. Then it'll accept it. So let's build to there. And then to exit line track, we right click the mouse button. Now, we've already got a station at Yuma, we need a station at the industry. Industries, you have to have a special kind of station called an annex. You build as follows. In proper towns you have depots by default, which you can upgrade to stations and terminals, but we'll get to that. So having built this line, we now have to put a train on it. Press that buy train button. You can change your train up here. As you can see, it's 1850, so all the trains are very crap. We'll go with the 440 American. Want to start up the cornmeal industry. As you can see, the more we put on the back of the train, the slower it'll be, because it'll be heavier. I'll probably stick with 2 for now. Click this car to add cars. Click the existing cars to delete cars. Clear to clear all. Wait until full is what we'll do, and that's pretty obvious. And when we've done that, click on our destination station. Clear the train, because we want it to run empty going back. And we're done, so hang on. Let me just move the window up a bit so I can press OK. And problems with window mode. And you can see our train is... We've got a train, and it's moving. It's picking up the corn from the industry. We can customize it. Make it lovely and dark and black. Just how we like it. We can follow the train. See, it looks good in black, doesn't it? Of course, the train has maintenance costs as it runs. But once we get to the station, the cornmeal will be unloaded and we'll make money. See, $14,000, $13,000. Okay, now it produces some food, which we can then ship to other towns if we want to. There's quite a few cornmeals around here. But we need to get Phoenix, so... there's something that happens from time to time. You get incentives or subsidies. So if you deliver 10 carloads of oil to Barstow, you'll get extra money. I don't know where Barstow is, and we're not bother with that. We're just gonna carry on expanding our corn field for now, and eventually reach Phoenix. And what I'll probably do, a bit of the track. You can see the bridges and tunnels are built automatically if you need them. In fact, I'll probably go a bit further down so we get a nice gentle run through the terrain. Build there. Now we don't have money to connect to Phoenix. What I'll probably do is I'll probably send this to Yuma, and then we'll build another line. We'll extend the line to Phoenix, and then take this line going to Phoenix. That means we need to build an annex here. But now we have a bit of a problem, because there's only one line. And if we have two lines, if we have two trains going on the same line, there's going to be congestion because there's only one room for one train. So we need to build a double track. The way we do that is we click on this button at the bottom. Add an additional track alongside the existing track. Place double track like so, left click. Let's just have it up to about there, should do it. See our station grows automatically and we're running out of money. Now you can have up to three tracks per line. So each station can have up to 3 tracks, which is fine for now. Although it may get a bit mad if we ever expand this and it becomes big. We have lots of trains coming into Yuma. It's going to get congested, and that is something you need to be careful of in this game, particularly when you're dealing with big cities, which will demand a lot of trains. So yeah, we just need to wait for some money to come in before we build this, and we have a patent auction. Now, the idea is simple. This is an auction, you can increase your bid here, and if you win the auction you get this patent, which gives you certain advantages. 2 times speed in tight turns. Unfortunately we can't quite afford that yet because we've only got $18,000 and we need $60,000 to get this. So we're just going to leave it for now. If you win the we've got a new engine. If you win the patent, you get 10-year exclusivity with that patent, after which it becomes public domain and every company gets to use it and benefit from it. But yeah, we got a new engine. $60,000. And we just need a bit more money. Just need a bit more money, so we'll wait for this train to come around and give us some more money. Yeah, as your trains get older, they get more expensive to maintain, so you'll need to replace them. So we're starting to make some money now. Let me just fast forward the game quickly, so we get our money, so we can buy this second train. And when we get the money together, we'll buy the train and and we'll go from there. Alright. So yeah, the economy can change. Things can get more attractive or less attractive. Prices can change. Okay, Phoenix to Flagstaff to Vegas is probably the best way to connect those 3 towns. Okay, so hang on. Very nearly got the money we need to buy on the next train. So let's, when it eventually gets to Yuma, you can set it to half speed if you want. We'll set it to normal speed and we'll buy the next train. Right, can put 3 cars on the back of this one because this is a more powerful train. Unload. And put up a window mode. Make this train black. Annoyingly, you can't just make trains black by default. Be useful if you could do that. Let me see if you can do that. No, it doesn't look like you can do that. Slightly annoying, but not too big a deal. So here you can see the usefulness of double track. This train will use this track, this train will use this track, and it allows 2 trains to occupy the station at the same time. So we're nice and efficient. And we're making some money. So now we can expand even further. Slowly. We're probably going to need some more money before we do that. Just have to get through here. Eli wants grapes. I'll probably focus on connecting to Flagstaff. So wait for these trains to unload. And we'll be in a good position to expand out to Phoenix. So just put the first bit of track in for now. Yeah, that's a bit weird. Doesn't seem to have handled that terrain particularly well, but it'll work. Yeah, we're quite heavily in debt, but that's alright. Our trains will help us out there. So yeah, let me just fast forward the game again till we get some money. It's quite easy to make money. Once you get going, you'll really get going, so let me quickly just connect to... Oh Christ, how expensive is this? It costs $95,000 to do that. How much is it to expend to go to Phoenix? We definitely want to do that. Put the station right in the middle. Actually, do I want to do that? Do I put the station in the middle, given that we have to go to Flagstaff? But if I put the station here, then we can curve around and go into Flagstaff that way. So yeah. It's part of the fun of this game. You have to plan quite carefully. So it's a fun game. Might be able to build this now. No, need more money. We can, in fact, now we've got a... Oh, look at that. 460 10-wheeler. Yeah. And we've got another patent which we can't afford. Coin lubricator patent halves maintenance cost on all trains. Which would be useful, but... Okay, so we've got increased mail demand. We just gotta wait for our money to come in. In fact, we can now build the annex at the industry. I should point out, you don't lose if you fail an objective, you just but your score at the end of the third scenario, so in 1950 in this case, depends on how well you complete the objectives. So it is in your interest to complete the objectives if you want a good score, but it's not essential to win the game. You know, the game is just to see how well you can do, how much money you can make, how many trains you can get. It's whatever you want it to be, really, which is good. I like that. You can make it as easy as or as hard as you want. So yeah, we're gonna need about $78,000 to build this track, which is a little bit annoying. That's why we have fast speed. What I'll probably do is I'll probably connect up to Flagstaff and then I'll end the video. Yeah, we've got a nice network going. Traffic wise, so while we wait for money to come in, let's talk about some aspects of the game. Namely the graphics and sound effects, which are pretty good, I think. You agree? There's quite a lot of action going on. There's nice sound effects here if we zoom in. See the station up close, I can hear a little bit of music. Yuma. There's a nice guy walking over the bridge here. Another guy walking over the bridge. It's producing nicely. It's a little bit of cool town music there. And now we've got demand for manufactured goods. We've got a station, you can see there's people waiting, the flags are waving. There's a good level of detail here. So the game is enjoyable. You can see all the trains coming, steam billows out. It's great, good fun to watch. And we might actually have some money now. So hang on. So very quickly, before we lose it all, let's go back to normal speed. Let's connect up to Phoenix. Nope. So now we have the track, we just need the $50,000 to build the station. Let's see. Let's see here, you don't have $50,000 to build this depot. So, once more, we're just going to have to wait. Until we get money, or until we go bust. Yeah, you got good sound effects. The train much better than OpenTTD in terms of sound effects. The train makes a good noise as it moves around. Got another patent here if we want it. Not that we can actually afford it. Yeah, that was unsold. See, unfortunately, it's taking us quite a bit of time to get the money together. And we only have a small network. Most almighty, we are losing a lot in maintenance costs. That'll get better when that patent becomes public domain. It halves the lubricator patent, which halves maintenance costs on all trains. Most almighty, we are losing money. So yeah, Yuma Grove is now going to be a city. So, yep, towns do grow over time. You can see it's a bit busier now. There's a few more nice sound effects. Another detail in this game is quite nice. So that bridge doesn't quite line up, but who cares? Hopefully we might actually get some money now. Nah, it's not happening, is it? Seem to be losing money at an alarming rate. Don't seem to be making as much money from our corn as before. Maybe we should try. Maybe if I put a third. Consist on the third car on this, I'll make more money. Oops. I did not want that. What I wanted to do. In fact, what I might do is just upgrade the train. So we can carry it quicker. There we go. It's a human terminal, we don't want to carry anything. So let's confirm the route. And that's cost us quite a bit of money. What do I want for manufactured goods? Yeah, we are making some money now though. But yeah, it's going to take me a while to make the money back, so let me explain the stations to you. This is a terminal, our first one. Our first station is a terminal by default. There's nothing we can do about it. When you build a station in a new big town, that's a depot. You pay $100,000 to upgrade it to a station. You pay $150,000 to upgrade it to a terminal. The better the station, the more money you get for delivering goods to it, and the more efficient it is. So it loads up quicker. As well as that, you can buy the industries in the town. And if you do that, you get yearly revenue from it. You get more money from the goods you deliver to and from that industry. So it might be worth doing. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna make any money anytime soon, so let me show you the other things we're gonna do, and then I think you understand how this game works now. So let me show you some of the other things. Finances is fairly obvious. Competition. Now, if you're against other people, you can see what they're getting up to, and you can buy and sell your own stock, and stocks of other companies if there are other companies. Stock is expensive to buy, but it will protect you from predatory investors who might want to buy you out. Because you can buy your own stock, you can also buy stocks of other companies, but they can do the same to you. In particular, they can buy you out by buying all of your stock. And if they buy you out, it's game over for you, I'm afraid. So if you can, and if you're playing against other players, it's worth protecting your company by buying your own stock. The more stock you own, the more money you get from your trains. If you buy stock from your competitors' companies, you get profit from their trains as well. So it's useful. And this is your objective screen. We've seen this train management. The train's getting quite old now. Goods, what we're delivering. God, cornmeal's not worth a lot, is it? No patents. So yeah, we're $38,000 in debt, $43,000 in debt. Why is that train going so slowly? Oh, is it because we're at half speed? Yeah, we're up to... And we're getting out of debt slowly, but it's going to take a while, so... I will end the video there. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get Trent to Phoenix because we ran out of money. That was a shame. But I think I've presented the game. I think I've shown you everything you can do as we get into another patent auction. There is a multiplayer option, so as well as playing against the computer, you can play against other players if you want to. Not sure if there are any servers now, because this is an old game, I've had it for a few years. The game itself moves quite quickly. As you can see, we're on 1887 already, we started at 1850. So the scenarios don't take too long to complete. It's good fun. This is a good game. I like it. I think I'd probably recommend it if you're into this sort of thing. It's a good game, music's nice, sound effects are nice, graphics are nice, it's well detailed. The gameplay's fun and rewarding. It's a good game. It's actually quite addictive. You won't want to, if you're into trains, then you probably won't want to stop playing this after you start it. But I'm going to call it a video there. This has been an introduction to Sid Meier's Railroads. I have been Smiley MK. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye for now.